Okay. I'm gonna be playing with Buster Max enabled simply because I don't know. I'm tired. Like, maybe I'll turn it off for boss fights, but of course, a fucking tutorial, because howdy. Pardon the crunching, I'm enjoying some crackers. Oh my goodness. The tutorials will be the death of me. Oh. Oh my. Oh wait, before we do that, let's oh. Yes, yes, I've got mail. Let's do some quick, see if we can possibly farm a few chips and some zenny. How about some zenny, damn it? That's more like it. It's not like I can sell these fucking things yet. Give me that sweet, sweet zenny. Kind of interesting that they only one of those will spawn. But hey, at least if I'm lucky, I get 200 zenny out of it. That is a nice tidy sum. Ugh. Wipe them out. Just straight clear them out before they even have a chance to blink. Zenny. Ugh. God, why is it so slow to accumulate Zenny? It's Mr. Matches. And welcome to the internet. The internet is a very hostile place. Alright, Matul. Son of a bitch. Smacked my knee on my desk. That's pleasant. Okay, so that's the lost program. nice, smooth 200 zenny. Ugh, I need 2,000s. It's like, I know I need 2,000 zenny, and then I need, I think, 5,000 more. Oops. Well, the good news is I almost have enough money to buy that power-up. Actually, you know what? Instead of buying the power-up... Well... Yeah. I kind of wonder if well, no, I'm pretty sure Buster Max does set it to maximum, so that kind of rendered my own curiosity pointless. So I guess the maximum damage output for the Buster is 100. Oops. Terminate. Because I know after this little kerfluffle... No, that's my computer. A bit much, maybe, but I just like using base. Pop his ass like popcorn. Prank him, John. Oh, data. I actually have a base figure. Boom. Oh, 300 more Zenny and I can buy that other health power up. Doesn't even take a full second to delete these things. Hello. Yes, I can see you. Unless my audio is not coming out, which it should be. Oh God, enter the spiral. Oh, baby, a triple. Not really. I'm also using Buster Max mode, so... Mostly because I'm just kind of wanting to do this chill and casual, so... why does Yai's fucking portrait thing have to be so irritating? Friggin' spirals. Well, at least I know for certain I'll have more than enough to get that damn health upgrade. Hoof it, Mega Man! Hoof it! Insert Q here, yes. Deleted! Delete a virus faster than Strong Bad can delete email. Oh, jeez. Actually, I could just jack out now. Mystery data, gimme! Alright, now I have to start extinguishing fires. Don't mind me, I'm just slightly cooked. I do find it funny that the Metar has basically been in damn near every like Mega Man styled franchise. Classic Mega Man, X, Zero. It's like there doesn't seem to be a single game that I ever play where I don't wind up getting set on fire somehow. Now, here's the question. Should I use Max Buster on bosses, or should I turn it off against bosses? Alrighty. First things first, Flame Man EXE. Let's just buzz through here. Oh, I almost have enough money to... I think I'll farm a little bit more Zenny than buy the other power-up. Then I'll jack out and proceed to the next day. God, they really should have come up with a better way to describe entering the network. Honestly, one of the biggest impediments to my own growth is me. Despite the fact that my mod basically continuously tries to keep me on track, I continuously fail streaming and just kinda don't. I'm a victim of my own ineptitude. That, and I tend to stay very quiet when I play games, unless I'm actively engaged in a conversation. You're here for the buffet. Damn it. Stop opening the same mail. Yeah. Good old Mr. Higsby. I'm the best. I'm the worst. No, wait. I'm the best worst streamer. Come on, just... Interact with all of the characters. That's fun. Oh, where's Miss Mari? Oh, she got sick. I tied her up and threw her inside of one of the closets. I'm your teacher now. Oh no, I haven't heard that sound since GoldenEye. It's never anything good. Fucking Wily's silhouette. You guys, it's a re-education tape. What, is this fucking software made by North Korea? All right, let's... Oops, that's my library. Swap out one of my... Whoops. Oh well. Oh god. I know I have... Oh, there it is. Sonic Wave. A funny small text. There are breaks in the network, you say? Let's just end you nice and quickly, shall we? Damn it! Got in the way of my mystery data. A shockwave. Sometimes the long way is the shortest. Oh. turn that on. Slightly move that aside so I can... More murder. This one's simply a code called Control-FU. Ugh. Nope. I see mystery data. Oh, a high cannon. As opposed to a sober cannon, I see. Alright. Number of volumes of History of the World. To the library! Basic bitch math can't stop me. Not nice. Brute force always works, damn it. Have Roll eliminate one of the invisible ghosts. Spooky ghost! What do we got here? The number of doors in this school. That's fucking fair. Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And something's in my eye. Oh, I gotta take my sleep meds. Sonic boom! Where are my sleep meds? Oh, there they are. Didn't take them at the appropriate time yesterday, and it screwed me up. Because your boy here has a bit of a problem with his sleep. If I don't take sleep meds, I can't go to sleep normally, and I'll probably stay awake until like 5 o'clock, which is kind of a problem when I have to go to work at 10. Ah, there they go. Swig 'em down with a sip of the old Fago. Like, on one hand, it's great when I have to have, like, when I'm on vacation and I want to do some house project or something like that, because then I can stay awake for as long as I need to get it done. The bad thing is, if you stay awake for too long, especially people like me, if I stay awake for too long, I'll probably enter a manic state, in which case, if I'm cleaning, I'm going to be cleaning for a good while, and you're not going to be able to get me out of that. I mean, technically you won't die if you stay awake for an extended period of time, but you will slowly but surely become an incoherent mess. Like, so long as you allow your body to rest, you don't necessarily have to sleep. Then again, I could just be talking out of my ass, and for all I know, there could be a case where staying awake for too long is lethal. Then again, the longest I've ever stayed up was like 76 hours. Ah, no! Do they? Like, is there any actual peer-reviewed study that says that? All right, because I am grotesquely curious. Uh, Huh. Judging from Scientific American, they basically stated that a human body can stay awake for 11 days. Of course, I'm pretty sure by the end of that 11 days, you're probably a drooling, incoherent mess and probably fucked up in more ways than one. A babbling, incoherent, hallucinating mess. And where the fuck is the AV room? Things can get dark. Follow or be deleted. Oh no, that's the... Well, no, that could work.
We talk about death here.
Where in the fuck is the AV room? I am going to scream. Oh god. Nobody's helping me. All right. Fucking... Oh man, my... Boo. Oh, my eye is twitching. Wait, are you kidding? That was the AV room? The AV room's in the basement with the pool. God. Hang on a second. Go away, Epic Game Store announcement. I don't care about whatever this week's free games are. I already got Dying Light when you had it available. Because the original Dying Light, great game. Dying Light 2 is a mediocre disappointment. Surely it must work this time. Damn it! Deleted, deleted, deleted. It's not fucking ominous. My favorite genre. It's kind of a mixed bag. Like, I enjoy first-person shooters. I enjoy, like, hack and slash spectacle fighters, like Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Rising. I enjoy, like, casual games like Stardew Valley and Minecraft and such. Like, I think it'd be safer to say what my least favorite genres are. And that would be sports. Like, I think my least favorite genre of games would either have to be... Oh yeah, horror games... Well, I mean, horror's more of a subgenre, but it's like... Horror games in general, I tend to enjoy, but unlike most people... Oh, kinky. Unlike most people, I don't easily get scared. Like... I've seen people get freaked out by stuff, and I'm just kind of like, eh. Wait, did it say too low? Fuck you! I mean, kind of. All right, number man. I've got your number. What kind of noise is that? Glaggle. And now, he will be available as a chip merchant. Oh god, the whole... Ugh. Ah, my itchy eye. See, when you defeat a boss, a stronger version could appear somewhere on the net. They'll have more health in their base form, but their attack will remain unchanged. Fireman will show up in Internet Area 1 in the dead end below the ramp leading to the merchant. Okay. We're going to the internet! If the game will actually let me, if it doesn't lock me into being forced to go onto the metro line. Let's see if we can't get a fireman chip. Or Flame Man chip. Or Fireman, I guess. You are in my way. Let's see, is this the accurate area that I'm heading to? Give me your chip. That's right. Oh, he does a nice little 100 damage. Where else does he appear? The last form of Fireman, which has 500 HP, will now appear in the same area. Depending on your rank, his third form will give out Fireman, Fireman 2, and Fireman 3. I guess I'd have to jack out and jack back in. Honestly, the type of horror games that I like, it's kind of a mixed bag. On one hand, I enjoy the horror games where you can actually defend yourself, but at the same time, I also enjoy horror games where you are basically defenseless. Like, your only defense is using your wit and staying one step ahead of the things that could kill you. Like, a good example, one of the first, like, the first kind of horror game in that niche that I've played was Clock Tower for the Super Famicom. Granted, it was translated, because me no read the Moon Rune. Another game that I thoroughly enjoyed was like, as much as I enjoy the Resident Evil franchise, one franchise that I kind of feel got done dirty, I don't even know what I just said. Like, the Resident Evil-esque franchise I felt got done dirty first, I should say, was Dino Crisis. Because the first Dino Crisis has a lot of really good mechanics. I mean, yeah, the whole concept's a little silly on its head, you know, basically Jurassic Park, but with guns. But at the same time, the developers worked really hard on creating interesting mechanics. For example, the fact that the velociraptors, that are basically that game's equivalent of zombies, you know, it's like they're the ones that are all over the place and will get you. But, like, if you are bleeding, then they can actually stalk you down and hunt you throughout the island. So you actually have to, like, manage your health and make sure, oh, hey, am I bleeding? Of course, the game also has a, like, pseudo crafting mechanic where you can actually you can actually, like, combine items that you will find to craft other items, one of which being an incredibly powerful form of ammo called the poison dart. Poison darts instantly kill whatever you shoot, with the only exception being the T-Rex. And that's because the T-Rex isn't so much an enemy that you fight as it's an obstacle you have to overcome. Because when it comes to the T-Rex, you don't get hurt by the T-Rex. It fucking eats you. It just grabs you into its mouth, goes hum nom 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 nom, and you proceed to see the "you are dead" screen. Of course, Dino Crisis kind of got screwed. Like, the first Dino Crisis was on the PlayStation. I don't know if they made a Windows version of it or not. Uh-oh. Be gone! Really? Like, my whole thing is retro games. I enjoy retro games immensely because it's gaming from my generation. Which is weird when I look at, old PlayStation games and such, and realize it's like, oh god, these are vintage now, aren't they? Fireman 3. How much damage does Fireman 3 do compared to Fireman? Only 150? Really? Fuck it. May as well. Yeah, it does that. It's like, I don't know if it's my connection or just Twitch and Twitch/YouTube in general. Oh, fireman, come out to play. I either want your battle chip or I want your money. Ha-ta! Drop the bass. And while the chats may be delayed, at least I can still see them and respond to them, so it just takes a little bit. Oh, Christ. Let me... I know what to do. Ah! I will have to look into how to reduce chat delay. Fireman, where are you? Like, let me see here. Let me go to, whoops, to reduce chat delay. Let's see. Settings. Oh. Yes. I don't use it that much, but I do have one. Because my delusional self thought, hey, what if I get popular? Then I remembered who I am. And we call that a delusion of grandeur. Oh, still need more. I mean, I probably would be if my sense of humor wasn't completely broken and I didn't have the streaming schedule of a can of tuna. Like, technically speaking, I should stream on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays. Starting at around 10 o'clock, usually until question marks. Well, at least on Thursdays. any other day, I usually try to call it quits by at least 1 o'clock, because I work on those nights, so I have to be asleep by a specific time, or try to be asleep. Then, unlike some streamers, I don't play what's popular at the moment. I play what I want to, which does kind of lead into the whole entire I don't get very many views because I don't try to leech off the algorithm. Like, a part of me wants to play some of the more popular game, like the at-the-moment games. Like, I have Pizza Tower. I've played a few levels of Pizza Tower, and I enjoy the hell out of it. I just don't know if it's something that people who watch me would gel with. Mostly because not many people watch me. I appreciate those that do, more so those that actually stick around. I wasted Fireman. Oh well. You don't gel, you coagulate. But it's like, most of the time, like, if I just want to play a game and just chill, be chill, most of the time I'll switch to something like Elder Scrolls Online or something of the like. Because there are some games where I can just play and just play endlessly. Fireman, where you go? You don't want to come back? There we go. That should do it. Gotta get them both. Paste. pasta sounds good, but I don't have any ground beef to brown. Damn it! Not only that, but admittedly, I am like the only meats that I really know how to cook are like pork, or namely pork steaks, and just plain old beef. Like ribeyes. I've been trying to figure out the whole entire browning process, but I tend to get paranoid about that kind of thing, and I don't want to screw it up, which is kind of sad in and of itself. Despite one of my closest friends and my mod, he keeps on telling me it's not that hard, you can do it, you just need to get off your ass and do it. Like I need to, like, there are some recipes that I have that utilize basic ass ground beef that if I were to make them myself, it would be a big boon to me. For example, homemade chili. Oh, we're talking about cooking, but hang on a second. Let me handle something real quick. Technical. Let's see, general. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Manage. Now I think you should be able to message in the Discord. I see you're into the whole ARG rabbit hole as well. I mean, I mostly kind of sit on the sideline and watch ARGs covered by people like Nick Nocturne. But like it's still good to see that like independent creators out there are still trying to create original content. even though sometimes ARGs and independent horror projects are kind of cringe. Like, some aren't so cringe, but others... Ooh. Like, friggin' what's his name? Or their name, or whatever. Fucking Linkara with their whole, Winter of 83. Oof. Just oof. That whole thing was just a big pile of oof. But, that being said, it still takes guts to, you know, actually put together the resources and make your own project and make it a reality. And it's like, regardless of how cringy it might look, I still have respect for it. Of course, sometimes the fans of an active ARG can kind of ruin it. Back to the cooking. Cooking. There are some things I want to cook, but I need certain ingredients before I can cook them. Namely, stuff like mirin. Oh, that's... Oh, ain't that the debate for the ages? Honestly, I like a good potato wedge. Cook a century egg. Oh, fuck off. I like potato wedges. When they're done right, I do like potato wedges. But when it comes to French fries, how do I put this? Any French fry is okay. Restaurant style are kind of like, what is that? Hang on a second. Please, I'm very busy here. Like, how to... I'm trying to form words. I'm not good at braining. Like, if I was to rank French fries in a particular... No. Like, I don't mind shoestring French fries. I don't mind them. They're not my favorite, but I don't mind them. Like, if I was to actually, like, give a top 3 in my opinion, number 3 would be steak cut fries. Preferably with skin. 2 would probably be McDonald's fries, mostly because I'm a sucker for bad food. I'm a sucker for bad fast food. Or bad for me fast food, and McDonald's French fries. Out of all the fast food chains, McDonald's has some of the better French fries. Burger King's French fries get too cold. And my number 1 pick of a French fry, this is gonna sound weird. Crinkle cut French fries, but specifically crinkle cut French fries that are served either at Mexican fast food restaurants or at bowling alleys. Wedges are the only fries that should be fries. Anything else is a sin to potato. Okay, but here's a question though. What are y'all's opinions on tater tots? Like, which form of tater tot or hash brown is better? It's like shredded, patty, nugget, or disc. Tater tot or hash brown, take your pick. So we got one vote for nugget. Cheddar disc. Oh, you kinda... You went above and beyond. It's like, for me personally, I'm more of the pattied hash brown. Like, if I'm gonna have hash browns, I want the like little handheld patty a la McDonald's style. But if I'm gonna have tots, it's like I prefer the good old nugget, as opposed to whatever the fuck it is that Burger King tries to pass off as tots. It's like a tater tot, but flatter. I'm trying to remember... I think there was a restaurant or something like that that was doing, for a period of time, yes, I know you want your mail. Unfortunately for you, I don't have your mail captive. It's just like I'm waiting for something to show up in the mail. Not today, but probably sometime next week. Actually, 2 items are supposed to be coming in sometime next week, and I'm hyped for both. Tater tots covered in cheese, like crushed up cheese Dorito? Hey, that doesn't sound bad. I mean, shit, I'd be willing to try it. I'm trying to remember... Like, there was a fast food place... One of the fast food chains actually had, like, it was tater tots, but they had, like, melted cheddar inside of them and, like, diced jalapeno. you fucker. Give me your lunch money. Yeah, I think I may have missed because he was in the middle of a jump animation. Fucking iframes. Macaroon on macaron? Chacaron? Oh man, I just thought of something that would be excellent to try making. Oh my god. At what age did I first become a gamer? I mean, my first video game was Super Mario Brothers when I was about 2 years old. Also, macaroni is one of those things where it has to be done correctly. Like, I know some people out there will just be like, "Oh, just give me the blue box." We call these individuals people with no or low taste. Macaron. I've never had a macaroon or macaron, whatever that is. Explain it to me. Make it make sense. Like, I know what a macaroon. I think I know what a macaroon is. It kind of looks like a tiny pastry sandwichy thingy.
Do not yell at me!
But, let me see here. Oh, okay, yeah. They look like little pastry sandwiches. Like a little cookie. Little colorful cookies. They look like something that would be made out of something that if you ate it as a child, you would get in trouble with your parents and get horrifically ill. Okay, macaroons. Okay, so macarons are the colorful pastries. Macaroons are a coconut pastry. Oh, wow. Macaroons actually sound really fucking tasty. Like, I enjoy coconut in moderation. I'm pretty sure it'd be easy for me to find them around here. I mean, in the Southwest, you find a lot of stuff like that. Like, I think the only dessert style thing that I'm not really big on that I've tried is, mochi. Like, I've tried mochi, and like, I wanted to enjoy it, but then I realized it has a texture profile, like a mouthfeel profile of marshmallow, and oh, I can't stand marshmallows. Your phone's had some sort of net nabby. I mean, yeah, having a little AI assistant that actually has a personality would be nice. Of course, one of the local, like Hispanic candies that they have here is like a friggin' like a pressed coconut bar. As for the SCP Foundation, the whole entire thing, like, maybe it's that awful part of me that kind of clings to old stuff, but like, I personally feel like after a lot of admin changing went on, like a lot of house cleaning went on in there, I'm just kind of like this. Like, I think one of my you're getting a little tippy. You're getting sleepy. Like, I think one of my least favorite SCP authors and contributors is fucking Cactus. Because all of his stories... all of his stories basically feel like, or at least nowadays it feels like, yes, I do watch Marvel Cinematic films, how can you tell? Not only that, but like all of the editing changes and like to certain entities just kind of irked me. Like, yeah, I get the legal precedent that caused the need to change to change old Peanut. Then, I don't know, it feels like back in the day, the whole SCP Foundation was supposed to be like, it's like, oh, we have these horrifying, we have these creepy entities, we have this cosmic horror. Where nowadays it's just, I'm writing a story where my monster beats your monster because my monster is cooler. Of course, a lot of people tend to forget that, they try to say, oh my god, you guys just don't understand. The SCP Foundation has always been like this. Da-da-da-da-da. It's like, the SCP Foundation got its start as a friggin' 4chan X project. Oh shit, he's motherfucker got 600 health. Motherfucker got no health. That being said, there are some classic SCPs that I'm just kind of like, they're a little overrated. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't... On one hand, I understand the fear factor of SCP-087. But at the same time... It's like, oh, behold, an infinite stairwell that goes down, and you can't go back up. Okay. So what? And there's a creature down there. Who cares? But there's a creature. No! 096. That's the shy guy, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I like the shy guy. But, like, you know, the concept of the shy guy, especially in some of the Foundation stories behind it, make it fucking terrifying. You know, because it's like, oh, hey, all you have to see is a few pixels of it. And it is going to make a fucking beeline for you. And it is going to murder you. It is going to leave a vacant hole in your family tree where you once stood. But it's like, with the whole entire the infinite stairwell, it's like, exactly. It's like all he saw were 4 pixels. And they developed 4 goddamn pixels. And it's like, yeah, they developed a software, you know, a supposed software to try to protect, you know, agency assets from it, you know, the whole scramble software, but it doesn't work. I mean, like, more power to them, they tried. It's like they tried, but they failed. They failed spectacularly. But then you have, oh, words. Like, an SCP that unfortunately I feel gets overused is, oh god, what was it? 682? Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, 682 and the whole concept behind it is interesting. You know, it's like, oh, hey, we have this, you know, we have this creature. Yeah, it's like the 682, we have this creature that literally cannot be killed. We've tried. The list of ways we have tried is large. It's extensive. You could fill an entire book. The closest they have ever gotten to actually dealing with 682 was when I think it was SCP-999 came into contact with it. I think it was 999. Whoops, not 990. Yeah. The problem is though, when 999 came into contact with 682, it was all fine and dandy right up until... Oh, really? I mean, that does make sense. Oh my god. I'll send him a message on. And just, there we go. But yeah, it's like a lot of problems with the whole SCP Foundation storylines is just that people keep on trying to, instead of creating a world of cosmic horror, it just turns into this whole entire stupid, like, oh, my monster can kill your monster, or my super secret agent's, agent self-insert can totally save the day. Of course, then there's, like, I think one of the classic Foundation tales that's also technically an entry, I believe it's called What Happened to Site 13? Oops. Yeah, what really happened to Site 13? I mean, yeah, kinda. Like, I dig the idea that people want to go out and make SCP-related games. That's awesome. That's cool. It's just when everybody makes the same game, it's like, okay, first we had SCP Containment Breach, which was an excellent idea, an excellent proof of concept model, and it's like, it just kept on growing, and okay, cool. But then, it's like you had SCP Secret Lab, you have SCP Blackout, a VR version of Containment Breach, which Not gonna lie, that's actually kind of cool. Like, I can dig that. Like, even playing Blackout in VR, despite it being a little clunky, it's still an interesting concept. But the problem with, like, the thing is with Containment Breach is that Containment Breach uses actual SCPs, though saying actual SCPs is kind of redundant considering it's an open project. But it's like you have actual recognizable SCPs in Containment Breach, including the wonderful little rubber ducks, which also, I believe, one of them is also a Markiplier reference, which is kind of groovy. I mean, he did kind of help blow that game up. But then the problem with Blackout has no recognizable SCPs. They're all original the creature, do not steal. Yeah, it's like all of the popular, well, even some like random SCPs are in Containment Breach. Or not necessarily random, but like less popular. Like, whoops. Oh yes, SCP-108. The hidden Nazi bunker inside of a sinus cavity. Holy shit, this is such an easy way to just make fast money. Hold still, Dex. I'm gonna milk you for money. Oh, hey. We got Gutsman 3. Basically. Unlimited money. Like, honestly, I think my favorite SCPs are kind of the more silly yet useful. For example, the pizza box. It's like just the concept of a pizza box that can read your mind and be like, ah, you want this kind of pizza from this place. Okay, done. Here you go. Enjoy your tasty free pizza. Yeah, the panacea. The problem with the panacea, though, is the fact that there is a limited quantity of them, even though the Foundation was trying to find a way to copy them. Of course, in their efforts to try to copy them, they wound up making another SCP. It's like, oops. Then again, the Foundation kind of has that habit of, hey, let's do something awesome. That's not awesome. That's potentially world-ending. Or at least the amulet that contains Dr. Bright's soul. Dear Dr. Bright, please don't. Just please don't end letter. It's like, please stop telling interns to have a staring contest with fucking, with the statue. Although, because of some stupid drama... It's like, because of some stupid drama on the website, they're basically like, the original author and creator of Dr. Bright has been removed from the website, so, It's like, oh my god, will you people just stop? Let's see, how much money do I got? We'll go see, we'll hit... Yeah. Like, a lot of the people that kind of joined, like, mid-2010s. Mid to late 2010s. It's kind of like the insufferable people who basically have to dig into their couch cushions to find something to be offended about. Basically, it's one of the problems that comes with something that was once niche becoming mainstream, is that it becomes available to a wider audience, which on one hand isn't necessarily a bad thing, because then more people get to see it, more people can contribute. But then you also have those people who will demand that it appeals to them as well, and it's like, but why? This thing already had fans before you were here. You know, it's like when you're in an old fandom and you've been in an old, like, you've been in a fandom since its foundations, and then new people show up and start demanding that you change the way things work to better accommodate them, and then tell you to get out because this isn't a thing for you. It's like, You are but a child. I was here when... Don't quote the dark magics to me, witch. I was there when they were written. Yep. It's basically one of those, like, I think there was an artist who made a comic that was basically like a group of people happy doing their own thing, and then all of a sudden a larger group of people that says, you know, this is our thing. We want to be a part of this. And then they tell the people who originally started it, it's like, we don't want you to be here anymore, or you don't fit in here. You need to leave. So then they leave and they make their own spot, and they're like, yay! And then they suddenly show up again. It's like, why are you there alone? You're not doing what we want to do as well. Let us in. Oh, hey, Higsby's is open. It's like, at the end of the day, they're people who want attention and will do whatever it takes to get it. Number Man. Oh, what was that? First, you gotta be a better battler than you are now. Oh. Rude. Like, I get where Higsby's coming from. I need to get further along in the story before he'll let me fight him again. You've got mail. Something I found kind of funny about the Battle Network Legacy Collection store. Yes, I am in the American Southwest, the Devil's Armpit. Oh, well, it's interesting to see me actually get a bit of a reach that far. We're working on it. And we're working here. Oh boy. What's a kid like you doing here? You're in the way. You're a kid too, you snot-nosed little anime main protagonist looking punk. And the whole reason why everything has gone to hell in a handbag is because the main scientist responsible for the water system had his kid kidnapped. Oh no! Everybody's just saying we're looking into it. I don't know, another... a sow? Woodman, come forth! Woodman, big! Mokujin looking motherfucker. Let's see here. It is a very good question. I don't know who. My solid assumption is that it is probably either a lurker or their name simply hasn't appeared in the chat list yet. Although, I should be trying to wrap this up here sooner rather than later. Lurkers are basically users who either are anonymous and they just lounge on other people's channels to watch them, or they're individuals who actually do have an account, but they simply don't chat. Like, they'll either not chat or they will only chat very infrequently. But usually the kinds of people who oh god. The kinds of people who will basically put on a stream and listen to it in the background. Oh, right. I gotta check something really quick. Gotta go do this real quick. Gotta switch over to Discord very, very fast. Enter this tracking number. Just let the music play for a little bit so it's not dead silent, because dead air is not good air. Oops. Where was it? What number did I leave off at? Ah, there we are. There we go. Just, now I should receive text updates for that. There we go. And we don't know anything about the water shortage. As long as you're here, why don't you take a tour? I don't know. Judging from the look of the guy, I think his voice would be more like, "And while you're here, why don't you take a tour?" Uh-oh. Give it a few good smacks. Sometimes percussive maintenance helps. Huh. Well, that's weird. All right. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, that's good. Let's hide in this government building. No one will notice. It's the ultimate strategy. Oh, starting to feel that, bing bong, bing bong. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Find something we can jack into. Well, I know one guy used the coconut. Well, one game that I do plan on putting more time into, I believe it's going to be in June, but they're dropping a new expansion for the Elder Scrolls Online, which is Necrom Shadows over Morrowind, and I am super stoked for that. Aside from that, normally, like, anytime I stream, it's usually gonna be something like ESO, Destiny 2, if I can actually get it to capture properly, Final Fantasy 14, Starbound, if me and my mod can actually get back into the spirit of cooperation again. But a lot of the times I play a lot of like vintage or retro games, and I am open to like suggestions for classic games, or hell, even current games. Like, I could stream Pizza Tower tomorrow, but I don't think that's something I could play on a work day and just be fine with it. Mort the Chicken for PS1. I could try that. I mean, I have it in my archive. I must be futzing up somewhere. It's like, when it comes to vintage games, I have, for lack of a better word, a metric shit ton of them. Like, if I ever feel like actually punishing myself, okay. Like, if I ever feel like punishing myself, sometimes I'll play, like, I will do a stream specifically of awful games. Like, I think one of the last ones that I did that was just absolutely god-awful trash games. I played, like, Bubsy. Alright. I will make a mental note. And the next time I do a PlayStation-oriented retro stream, or just a retro stream in general, because, I mean, I could do multiple consoles. But it's like 2.5 stars out of 10. I mean, honestly, I don't give much merit to IGN's ratings, because you gotta remember, this is the same company that, you know, complained about the Ruby and Sapphire remakes and basically said, there's too much water. Kaboom! Then again, I also kind of have several genuinely terrible games that I will still play the shit out of because they're a guilty pleasure. Or even games that are considered bad, but I don't really find them all that awful. Like, people will tell you that, oh, A Nightmare on Elm Street for the NES, it's an awful game, blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, it's actually an okay game, but that's the problem. It's just okay. Like, it's nothing to write home about, but it's also not the worst damn thing ever. Clown Man or Color Man. It's like A Nightmare on Elm Street for the NES. It's not bad, but it has a bit of a difficulty curve problem. And the gameplay kind of gets a little repetitive a little quickly, and some of the jumps are just... Oh, God. Stupid is not a strong enough word to describe it, but it's the strongest I can use without being overtly offensive. Like, my main complaints, my points of contention against A Nightmare on Elm Street for the NES is, like, some of the jumps are absolute garbage. Some of the enemy designs are also piping hot garbage. Because it's like, okay, you have a game featuring Freddy Krueger as your primary antagonist. Freddy Krueger is known for being able to shapeshift and, you know, turn into things that children fear. So naturally one would think, okay, boss fights in this Nightmare on Elm Street game would feature Freddy Krueger transformed into, like, I don't know, monsters. You know, creatures that could potentially pose a threat to the player. Things that could possibly be like, oh, if you don't stop this big bad guy, bad things are gonna happen to you. But instead, the bosses are, and I quote, first you fight Freddy's claw. Then you fight Freddy's head. Then you fight Freddy's head and his claw. Then you fight this weird fucking bat version, bird bat thing that has a weird Freddy Krueger Mr. Burns face on it. Then you fight Freddy Krueger, who's literally a bedsheet ghost. And the final boss is a gauntlet rush of all the other Freddy Krueger incarnations, with the final boss battle being ridiculously easy. Like, painfully easy. Like, I look at the developers at Rare who made this game and go, how did you make it so easy to beat the game? Like, there are incarnations of Freddy that hit harder than his final boss form. Because it's like, okay, Claw Freddy, it's easy to avoid his attacks. Simply put, it is easy, it is simple to avoid its attacks. Flying Head Freddy spits out his tongue. What's up? Oh. My only recommendation before trying to get rid of it, an important rule about wasps, hornets, yellow jackets, bees, etc. Try to stay calm, because they are drawn by carbon dioxide. So it flew away. Oh, it's still there. like, the only true advice I can give you when it comes to dealing with a wasp or bee or anything of that sort is to just remain calm. And if you know that there's just the one, try to smash it. Or just try to catch it in a cup or something and shoo it out of your window. Like, the problem with wasps, yellow jackets, and other such things is when you crush them or attack them in any way, shape, or form, they release a alarm pheromone, which, if there are other wasps or bees in the area, they will smell it and they will go, ah, our brother needs our help. It's like, if you feel you need to squish it, then squish it. Kind of reminds me of what happened to one of the other streamers that I watch. Because I remember one year in the middle of one of his streams, well, I mean, if it works, smoke them if you got them. But it's like, I remember when Joel was doing a stream, in the middle of his stream, you just hear him suddenly panic because he's like, I think he was playing Super Mario Maker or something like that, but then a hornet made its way into his room while he was streaming. And he just kind of had like a... Now you have a wasp blood fork. As for me, my bug irritation right now is with carpet beetles because it's that time of year. Boom. Ouch. I would imagine like just the idea of having a wasp just be like, huh, this person's just sleeping, minding their own business. Time to cause problems for no reason. Nah, instead in my house we have carpet beetles. We have let's see, carpet beetles, ants, and flies. And it's like during the summer months, it kind of becomes imperative that the house remains clean, because the smallest amount of food waste being just left around, if it's not the ants, it'll be the flies. Although, mid to late summer here is what we refer to as our monsoon season, where we get heavy rains. It's still my pasta. You can't take that from me. But it's like, during the late summer months, we get heavy rains. And of course, with the heavy rains, come friggin' people around here call them water bugs, but I'm like, no, those aren't water bugs. Those are roaches. It's kind of nasty. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. Since you gave me a gross out story, I'll give you one. So, I guess I gotta check my mail. So, when I believe I was still in high school at the time. So, when I was in high school, one of my big eating habits was, like, in the mornings, I would have a toaster pastry. Usually it was a generic Pop-Tart because my grandmother was a bit of a penny pincher, which, I mean, I don't blame her. But it's like she was a penny pincher and she would basically buy the cheap alternative generic versions of, products if she could get her hands on them. So she buys me a box of these generic frosted cherry Pop-Tarts. And, naturally my brain, I'm going, sweet cherry Pop-Tarts. I'ma get my grub on. Now, most of them were fine. They were just fine. One of them that I got, however, I discovered, much like in your case, what I thought was a crumb, like a loose piece of pastry on the back end of it, or the bottom of it. And I didn't think anything of it until, like, whatever it is that I have kicked in and said, take a closer look. He's like, don't pop that in your mouth just yet. Take a closer look. And so, I take a closer look and I hold it still and I'm like, that's still moving. It was apparently some kind of larva, but it was incredibly tiny, like maybe about the size of like the head of a pin. But the fact that it was there made my stomach lurch, and I threw the whole thing away like, Although, you want a scary story from my youth? Not even from my youth. This is from a few years ago. I guess any year that you're younger than you currently are is in your quote-unquote youth. But regardless. So, I had just recently started paying off the trailer that I live in. And it is just starting to enter the summer months. I go to work as usual, and when I come home, I get ready to just like sit down and start playing some games on my I think it was on my Switch. I was getting ready to play games on my Switch when I looked over at my laptop, and the first thought that comes to my head is, are there ants on them? Like, are those ants on my laptop? I proceed to turn on the light in my bedroom to realize it's not just ants. It's an entire, 2 to 3 nests worth of baby black widows, which were ballooning into my room. And it absolutely terrified me, because at first I didn't know they were black widows. I just knew that my bedroom was suddenly full, ridiculously full of baby spiders, and they were everywhere. And it's like, for the next several weeks, I would systematically go through my house with several cans of Black Flag. I do have arachnophobia. But it's like, I see all of these baby spiders, I get cans of Black Flag, and I start killing them. En masse, I just start killing them. And so it goes that I eventually like start trying to isolate the source. And turns out there was more than one source. There was a nest in my hallway that was situated inside of the shade for my overhead, for my hallway light. There was a nest behind a sheet of carpeting that we had stapled to the wall for the cats to scratch. And like, basically anywhere that there was a crevice or a tight crack or something like that, they made their home. And so I basically put my foot down on the rest of the people in the house, and I'm like, okay, we are going to go through this house, and we are going to systematically destroy every spider in this house. We are going to clean the clutter, and we are going to eradicate this infestation, because at this point it had become a infestation. The problem is, you know, up until that point, if you ask any expert in the field, they would tell you that black widows are not native to my region. But somehow, they are now an invasive species here. And it's just one of those things that I wish it wasn't. I wish it wasn't this way. I mean, to be fair, it hasn't happened again. We occasionally find an adult black widow or two in the house, but thus far we haven't had another outbreak incident. Thank God. The thing is with phobias, and this is something that a lot of people on social media really need to learn. Certain things that people declare are phobias are not recognized as phobias. For example, people try to say that, there's this, I have a fear of small holes, or what do they call it, like tryptophobia or whatever, and they go, oh, I have tryptophobia, blah blah blah. There's no such thing as tryptophobia. Seeing clusters of small holes does not scare you. It makes you uncomfortable. You think it does not look good. Okay, but that's not a fear. That it squicks you. It's like, phobias are, for lack of a better word, a irrational fear. You know, you can't just sit there and say, oh, this thing squicks me out, and call it a fear. I know there are some people out there who'd probably disagree with me, and they're entitled to their opinion, no matter how wrong it is. But it's like, when the medical professionals and the board of medicine look at this fear and say out loud and out proud, this isn't a fear. It's like, it just it's not a fear. It's like, yes, are there some strange fears? Of course there are. Of course there are some strange fears. Like, oh god, what is it? I need to look up this fear because it is also one of the most delicious fears out there in terms of its name and the ironic nature of it. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Hippopotamonstrosis quipedaliophobia. It's like when you look at something with that many letters, it's exactly. It's like hippopotamonstrosis quintaliophobia. It's like, what in the fuck is that? It's the fear of long words. Then why is it so long? It's almost as terrifying to see it and spell it. Then again, it doesn't help matters any that we have words to describe certain speech disorders that are next to impossible to say for people who have said speech disorders. Such as stammer, stutter, and lisp. It's the person who makes up the fear's one joy in life. I want to see a man who has a lisp say lisp. I want to hear him say lisp. Why would you be so needlessly cruel? I know there's a faucet here that requires the handle program, but my ass is lost. Like, there are certain fears that I look at and I go, you know what? Valid. That is a valid fear to have. Even if it is considered technically irrational, like coulrophobia. It's like, I can understand coulrophobia. I really can. Because even as a child, I was not the biggest fan of clowns. Then there's what, thanatophobia, which is an understandable fear, you know. Name one person who isn't at the least bit terrified of the concept of dying. know, it's like the fear of death is pretty much a common thalassophobia, the fear of open water or the sea. I mean, like, thalassophobia is also another one that I can completely understand. I can get behind it. And it's not necessarily because of the ocean, it's because it's the same as, what is it called? Noctophobia or nyctophobia, something like that. It's like, it's very much akin to the fear of the dark. It's not so much that we're afraid of the aspect of the open ocean or of the dark. It's that we're deathly afraid of what it contains. It's a very primal fear. You know, it's the kind of fear that reaches deep down into our monkey brain and goes, hey, what's in there? Yes. Though my office space is kind of lacking for proper VR, I do have VR. Oh god. I can only imagine. Let me guess, it's a phobia simulator. I see. I could kind of understand the whole fear of hospitals. Like, yeah, technically it is an irrational fear to be afraid of a house of healing. But at the same time, oh god, I can only imagine how, like, the problem with the Marianas Trench is, like, unless your vessel had a crack in it or something like that, the odds are the pressure would kill you first. I mean, the question of the whole phobia thing is the phobia simulator. It's like, how much does it cost? Because if it costs money, I'm less incentivized to get it. Am I a cheap bastard? Yes. I will not deny that. Ah, okay. Oh, rec room. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Oh. I love yet hate this feeling. My sleep meds are kicking in and I'm just kind of like, oh boy. I get you, I get you. Oh, man. Come on. Oh, get up. Am I lost again? Why, yes. Yes, I am. Oh, no doubt there. VR is very, very enjoyable. Though there are certain VR experiences I've tried that I'm like, nope, never again. I did it once. I don't need to do it again. Like, I, for one, I don't have a fear of heights or falling or anything like that, which is ironic considering that a fall nearly killed me. Like, oh, no, no, no. Like, I did... Like, it's stupid because it's not something that's legitimately supposed to be scary. It just happens to be scary to me by nature. And that was Google Earth. Like, I was doing Google Earth in VR, and unless I'm at ground level, being that high up, looking down onto the planet in a big open void, it genuinely, like, triggers something primal in me. I'm just like, nope, 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 we are too high, we are too high. It's like, please, for the love of God, get me back on the ground. It's like, oh, hey, guess what? This is your body's trauma response. It's like your body right now believes it is literally 30 seconds away from expiring. And what's that one? Crawl space. Oh, okay. I don't have an Oculus, so... I'm going insane because I don't know where I'm going. I see. I don't know. It's like whenever, if a game ever actually does kind of have enough impact to freak me out, I'll tend to, after enough time, just kind of stop playing it and then play something a bit more chill. Like Super Hot VR. It's like Super Hot VR. Yeah, I'm kinda... Like, I got the handle program, I just need to remember where to use it. Also doesn't help matters any that my sleep meds are kinda kicking in. Let's see here, I've already done Stone Man. Oh, it's 1:57. I need to wrap it up here because I gotta go to sleep. It's been fun talking. I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe I'll play ESO tomorrow or something. But gonna call it here because I'm starting to go wobbly. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for joining. And I shall return later. Yep.